Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into the exciting world of motorbikes, comparing two popular models, the KTM RC390 and Royal Enfield Interceptor 650. So whether you're a speed enthusiast or a cruiser fan, we got you covered. Let's jump right in. Um, so let's talk about the engine performance first. Firstly, I'm not going to give you about the statistical data here, the numbers, I mean the bhp, torque, or anything like that, because these are available everywhere. I think people have already told about that, and I'm just going to compare the riding experience. So I have a KTM RC390 and I've test driven the Royal Enfield Interceptor 650 a couple of times. So I'm going to talk from my experience. I think um, the Interceptor is smooth and 390 is raw. That is what I would love to tell you. So mine is a 2018 RC390, by the way. It's not the new one. The Interceptor is definitely smoother. There's no question about it, and the acceleration is linear, very linear. I think the RC390 is not linear. It's scary fast. It offers so much more than the Interceptor. So which accelerates quickly, which is faster, is definitely the RC390. I've seen a lot of people saying that the Interceptor is as fast as the 390. Well, it's not. I'll tell you why. So when we compare the speed of motorbike, we can compare it in many ways. Like, let's talk about the quarter mile numbers. I believe, I don't remember the exact numbers, but I believe the RC390 is actually 1 second faster than the 650. Well, one or even more than that, almost 2 seconds faster than the Interceptor 650. And 1 second quarter mile time difference is a huge difference. Those who do know, those who have seen the quarter mile videos of vehicles racing, you would know that just 0.5 seconds make a huge difference in a quarter mile racing. A half mile, maybe even more. So yeah, in quarter mile, the RC390 takes it. In circuit, in tracks, RC is a track spec bike, so apparently Interceptor won't even be able to keep up in a way, because one is a super sport machine, the other one is a sort of like a standard cruiser, not a cruiser but a standard motorbike. That's it. So when it comes to, so if you are a speed enthusiast, like if you love performance, if you want raw power, if you want to go super fast, the RC390 is the one to go. And RC390 is so fast that it can even keep up with the 600s, actually the inline fours. Not in a straight line, don't get me wrong, but on a regular traffic condition, you can do that. And there are so many videos of it keeping up with the 600. So that's the performance of the 390. Now, so if that's the case, then what's the 650 good for? Well, relaxed cruising. It's extremely comfortable. The engine is butter smooth. It's like really smooth. I really like it. So I might be even taking a 650. I really like it. So the engine is butter smooth. You can go at like 80, 90 like you would do 40 in a regular bike. And another thing is that the 650s, if you compare the dynos of the 650 and the 390, the 650 offers a flat torque curve, which means that um, you can ride the wave of torque. You don't really have to shift the gears as much as a 390. By the way, in 390s you really have to shift the gear. You should be in perfect gear, or it will, you sort of lug the engine will knock. There are a couple of reasons for that. It's a high compression engine, so that's the first reason. The second reason is it's not designed to go slow, it's designed to go fast. So that's the next one. So that's about the engine performance. For performance, 390 takes it. There's no question about it. For rideability, tractability, 650 takes it. It's really tractable. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not as tractable as an inline four-cylinder bike, but it's way more tractable than a 390. So you can travel, pretty slow. Not pretty slow, in a decent pace, very comfortable. So yeah, that's about the engine performance. Now, the suspension. 390s are very hard. Well, it's not hard enough. That's what I would say for a guy who loves to take corners. The rear suspension is not hard enough. The front suspension is super hard. So I wouldn't really call it the best suspension. Even if it's a track bike, you gotta change the rear suspension. It's not good enough. No, don't get me wrong, it's much better than the regular bikes that we compare usually, but I don't think it is good enough. By the way, 650s, it's too soft for a track setting, but it's very comfortable for long rides. By the way, talking about suspension, I always think there is nothing that's too perfect in the suspension world. I've never felt so. So adjustable suspension is the way to go. Any bikes with adjustable suspension would be better than without one. So that's about it. Now let's go straight. So riding dynamics, I think I already told about riding dynamics. Taking a corner in a 390 is much fulfilling. You can take it faster. The lean angle is going to be, more than 650. The 650 moves like a locomotive in a way. It goes super smooth and super fast. But yeah, it's two different motorbikes. So this is not really like which one is better. This video is not like that kind of a video. The video is more like what bike suits what kind of people. That is what I'm talking about. So when it comes to technology and features, apparently KTM is going to win, right? KTM has like everything. ABS, like dual channel ABS, and the dash shows almost everything. So there's no comparison in that. But I personally like I'm more of a retro and sport bike guy, so I love the meter. I'm a guy who really likes analog meter more than the digital meter. So KTM is better when it comes to technology and features, but I really like the meter going up. For example, I love the meter console of Hayabusa because it's analog. I don't really like I don't really like the digital ones that come in the BMW S1000RR, or there are people who really like it. I mean, I think there might be so many people who really like that. I don't personally like it, so I like the meter console of the Interceptor better. So a design and styling, I think both are too different to be even compared. Both bikes look good, both of them. The RC20 looks so stylish, so sporty. The Interceptor, yeah, very classy. The engine is so good in that one. Like the engine looks so good. when it comes to the RC390, it's so sharp. The front lights, I mean, the two. By the way, lights are way better in RC390. So the LEDs, they're high quality LEDs. Royal Enfield Interceptors LEDs won't even come close to that of the RC390s. Yeah, so that's about design and styling. I think it's kind of individualistic. I have a Royal Enfield 350 as well, old one, 1986. So yeah, I love that charm of the classic bike. When it comes to exhaust sound, I think Royal Enfield takes it with that 270-degree crank, inline twin. So it's much, I like it more. By the way, RC390 sound is not bad at all if it's high revving. Past 8,000 RPM, I think RC390s sound much better than the inline twin, because it's kind of a really good exhaust knob. But it's really hard to push it to that level in a 390 unless you have like a very good highway. If you think it's not, RC390 doesn't sound that good, well, you haven't seen flybys of RC390. Just Google or YouTube RC390 flyby, and you would understand that it sounds amazing, in fact, after 8,000 RPM. But only in high revs it sounds amazing. In low revs, it's just a regular bike. 650 is not like that. 650 sounds amazing in all RPMs. So that's because of the 270-degree crank. A lot of people think it's because of the twin cylinder. It's not. It's because of the 270-degree crank. So I think that's a reason why. 270, not the 270-degree crank. It's the firing motor. Okay, so that's the reason. And practicality. Well, I don't know. Like practicality. I have used 390 as a commuter bike, so I think it was practical enough for me. I have taken it to long rides, ghat roads. It's practical enough for me. So by the way, like I told, I was using Royal Enfield 350cc. So I'm not a sport bike rider or anything like that. I love sport bikes so much, but I've made that change from a standard motorbike. So it's easy for me. By the way, but if you really ask me which one is practical for a regular guy, it's definitely the Royal Enfield Interceptor 650, because the power of 390 is pretty jerky because it has so much power. You twist the throttle like it goes like rocket. 650 is not like that. But actually, when I rode the 650 after the 390, I felt that it's kind of not as powerful as the 390. It offered good performance, but you never feel that thrust you get in that 390. Those who have ridden both will understand. 390 is like vroom, vroom, like it goes so fast, like super fast. 650 is like it's linear acceleration. I would compare it with that of Toyota Innova Krista. Very linear acceleration. So that's it. Yeah, so that's all about it. So I just want to tell you that these bikes are for different, people. Both bikes are really good. So if you have both of them, amazing. But if you want to select one, you really have to select based on what your needs are. If you are a guy who really like to go extremely fast, like quick turns and 0 to 100, faster than BMW, KTM RC390 is the best bike. You can't beat a 390 with anything, literally, in that 400cc segment. So if you are a guy who really likes to go fast, but in a relaxed manner, I mean, that's kind of oxymoron, like fast and relaxed manner. But if you are that kind of a guy, you want to cruise at 90, 100, 110, 120 in a relaxed manner. Not so, like, you don't want to accelerate So by the way, it will accelerate really fast, but you don't want that much of power, but still you need power. If you're that kind of guy and you need to travel in comfort, you want that classic look of a classic motorbike, 650 is the way to go. So that's it.